Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, and I am here for another installment of the Marvel Snap tutorial on my Sunday Fun Day. This is probably the last one I'm going to do, at least for this week, but if you guys really love this, maybe I'll just keep going with this every Sunday. If not, then maybe I'll try a different game next Sunday. Please comment below, and always remember to like and subscribe if you find these valuable, because then that helps me out in turn. Alright, so let's get to this. I've been very slow and we're still in the tutorial phase, but I want to share as much information as I can with you. So we've got to unlock a new card and win matches. And we can unlock new cards by winning matches and getting points. Here we go. We're against what looks to me like a person and not a bot. I could be wrong. There are some that are definitely bots. Now here's an interesting location, cloning vats. After you play a card here, add a copy to your hand. So if I play Quicksilver here, I get another Quicksilver back in my hand. That's really handy if I want to play it somewhere else. Unfortunately, he's got a Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket Raccoon, and on reveal, if your opponent played a card here this turn, +2 power. So he gets extra points from me for knowing where I was going to play. It was just too tempting for me. So he's got a Rocket Raccoon back in his hand. If he figures out where I'm going to play again, Now Ruins is just Ruins. There's nothing special that happens here. Your cards aren't degraded at all. They're not enhanced at all. It's just Ruins. He might want to play something in Cloning Vats. I'm going to go ahead and play Medusa. I love when Cloning Vats is in the center, because then Medusa gets her upgrade and then she gets cloned with an upgrade and you can just keep upgrading her. But right now that's where Cloning Vats is. So, he played Hawkeye here and he played Rocket Raccoon here. Notice he's got an upgrade and now he's got another upgrade, because when it went back in his hand it gave him that 4. Kicking my butt right now. Here's Baxter Building. I think we've seen this before. Whoever is winning this location gets +3 power at the others. So that's important. I think what I'm going to do here is play the Punisher for 3 over here, but it's not an on reveal, it's an ongoing. So when it gets put back in my hand, it's not going to get the same benefit as he's been getting. I don't think I'm doing well on this one. But sometimes in these beginning levels, the other person will make a bigger mistake than I, so I'm still a little hopeful. A little hopeful. That did not come out right. All right, now this is interesting. I've got Thing here. Should I go ahead and get another Thing? I'm losing all spots. All of them. It's not going well for me. I think I'm going to put Thing here. Thing doesn't have a reveal that's going to get me a huge number of points. So I'm going to play Thing here. He's played Thing 2. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Yeah. Ooh, it's scary. But look what I have. I've got Iron Man. I could play Iron Man here and get 10, and then have another Iron Man to come over here, but even if I multiply this, it's not enough. What if I play Iron Man here, and then commit myself to playing something good here? So maybe this is a bot, because that was not a good move. So maybe it's still trying to allow me to win. I'm doing poorly. If I can get 3 points here, it would take away his 3 points and give me 3. So it would change the balance of power there. So if I play Hulk here, that's a huge number of points. He probably couldn't overcome me there. If I play Abomination, that's still a good number of points. And then I could also play one of these guys somewhere. This is 4. I could give myself 5, 6. So it would be 6 and 9, and we would have a reversal. If it works, let's try it. We shall see, but this is the final turn. Now things are going more quickly. I know that I take a long time to explain when I'm doing tutorial, but I want you to learn both from my successes and from my mistakes, and I think this one's going to end up being a mistake. So he's doing the Cloning Vats, but those aren't going to help him too much right now. But the problem is he played a lot of points here, so he won 2 and I won 1. That's my first defeat. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but I still get some rewards. And look at this, it looks like I'll be able to upgrade Star-Lord. But what I like to do instead of upgrading immediately is I like to go to the deck and see if there's anyone else I can upgrade. Nope. So I'm going to upgrade Star-Lord. 25 credits and 5 boosters gets me an upgrade, and so he gets a frame break. Pretty impressive. All right, and then this is what I like. It gets me to the next group, which is Spectrum. And Spectrum is great. Did I already explain? I feel like I already explained Spectrum. That's the problem. Sometimes we get cards in the beginning during the tutorial that we don't actually own yet. So Spectrum costs 6 and only gives me 5 power, but her on-reveal power is she gives my ongoing cards plus 2 power. So if I've got someone like, well, I don't know which ones I have already. Mr. Fantastic is an ongoing card. So anything that's ongoing, Mr. Fantastic will get plus 2 points. All right, but I'm not going to add Spectrum into my deck right now. I'm going to leave that deck alone where it is. I'm going to see what I've done for missions here. I've played cards that cost 5. I've unlocked a new card. And I still have to complete a daily mission, which of course involves doing this. I have to win 4 more matches, and I have to win a location with only 1 card. So it probably has to be a powerful card. I have to do that twice. All right, now I haven't been winning. I've been losing. Let's see if I can change that. Oh, I had a season pass that I didn't collect. It'll just stay there for next time. All right, so I've got my Quicksilver in my deck. This location is Kamar Taj. I like it. On-reveal effects happen twice, and I've got some on-reveal things. I'm going to stick this guy over here and hope that this is a friendly location. I'm also tired of getting struck by the Guardians of the Galaxy cards. They're guessing where I'm going to be sitting, and I don't like that. All right, so here's Evie. Played Quicksilver here, didn't get any additional bonus. Here's Runes again. Runes is just static. Don't know what this one is yet, but I like playing Medusa in the center, and I've only got 2 power, so that's a good time to play her. All right, so he's playing Hawkeye, or she's playing Hawkeye and Misty Knight. So she's now taken control of this. This is Shadowlands. We've got bad stuff here. So she's in control, but only by 1 point, and she only has 1 spot to change things. I could do this and get 2 Sentinel, and that might be handy because I'll have 4 points next time. But I've got 2 4-cost cards, and so I'm going to hold off. Here we go. Right now I don't have a lot of on-reveal cards, and I don't have a lot of ongoing cards. That's the problem in the beginning. You don't have a whole lot of different choices. So he used an ongoing card in a place where on-reveal cards are higher valued. But that's okay. I mean, she has what she has in her hand. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is play Jessica Jones here, because if I wait a turn, instead of getting 8 points, I'll get 12 points for her. That's a good return for a cost 4 card. 12 power, that's nice. Okay, now she played Wolfsbane here, but she doesn't get any extra credit because she didn't have any cards here. If I were her, I might have played Wolfsbane here to capitalize on this, although she might want to hold off and see what she needs to put there. I need to leave this alone. I have to play here or here. I'm losing here, and I've got Abomination. That's a nice return for 5 energy. I've got 9 power. And even though I'm not winning here, I'm about to win here. There we go. But now she played Iron Man, but she still can't beat me based on how boosted Jessica Jones was just by placing her in the right spot. Again, if this were doubling the effects of ongoing cards, she would be doing better than I. All right, so 6. I don't have any 6 cost cards. I've got Thing, I've got Sentinel, Hawkeye, Star-Lord, Misty Knight. I think I'm going to place Thing here and really take advantage because she could place something else here and get the doubling effect from Iron Man. It's not bad to place Iron Man there. And then I've got 2 more points. I could place... do I want to put them both here? Or one here and one here? I think I'm going to even things out. Place the higher one here. This is the one I'm really trying to win. And then I'll place one here as well. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to place this here. I really need to make sure I can boost my power. I know 1 is not much, but she's got Iron Man there. So, but she only played a card here, so she's left these to me, I think. Yeah, so she gets huge points here because she doubled 12. She beat me here, but because she couldn't play over there or didn't play over in these 2 spots, I won them. I won more locations. I will collect the rewards. So I'm getting cubes. I can go ahead and upgrade. Yeah, let's just upgrade from here. Here's Sentinel. Here's a frame break. That's impressive. Okay, and that gives me more chances to climb up the ladder, but not quite yet. You see, I have 7 power here, and I need to get to 8. If I spend 25 credits, then I get to go up, 1 peg, and then I'll have the opportunity sometimes to spend 100, and I'll go up further and further. But even though I've got the credits here, I don't have the boosters, so I cannot do this. And here's the thing, if I can upgrade any of my cards, then there will be a red 1 here showing me, or like a red 6 showing me that there are 6 different cards that I could upgrade. So I'm going to collect my season pass. Looks like I get another avatar, an Ant-Man avatar that I can add to my profile if I want. I tend to just keep things generic. All right, let's go ahead and play again because we're working on our missions. I haven't won a card with only 1 location, but I did win win a location with only 1 card. I think I said that totally backward. You will also find that I call things the wrong things. I'll say hand when I mean deck. That what's in my hand is right here. And it'll tell us, I think that the maximum we can have in our hand at any one time is 7, maybe 8. And the maximum number of cards we can add to our deck is 10. Here's Dream Dimension, one of my least favorite. It says, on turn 5, cards cost 1 more. So if I've got a beautiful cost 5 card, like Iron Man, I can't play it on turn 5 because it'll cost 6. I don't like that. Here I'm going to hope that I can play another card over here, so I'm going to play Hawkeye this area. He played Quicksilver. Oh, here's another doubling effect for on reveal. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place, this gives me the most points. I'm going to do this because I get tired of predicting. I don't tend to keep the Guardians of the Galaxy cards in my hand because we have to predict where the person is going to play. So if I had played there, that would be good. But I've got another Sentinel, so that's nice. Stark Tower, this is a good place to play cards. After turn 5, give all cards here +2 power. So if I play cards here on turn 6, it's not as valuable as if I play them earlier because I'll miss out on that +2 power just for having them here. I think I'm going to do this because if the on reveal works, that would be nice. And then I think I'll play a Quicksilver here to match. Nope, didn't work. Oh, now Ironheart. I like Ironheart. My son doesn't so much. Never seen before. A 3 cost, a 0 power. However, on reveal, she'll give 3 other friendly cards +2 power. Now, here's the thing. That's an on reveal. If the person had played this in the center spot, instead of giving, she only has or he only has 2 cards here. If he had 3, he would get 2, 4, 6. If he plays it here, he would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Or he could have gotten, instead of 2, 4, he could have gotten 4, 8 if he had played it here. Gotta watch for those. All right, I like getting things doubled. Let's do this. Now remember, everything's going to cost more, so I'm probably going to try to use Thing instead of Abomination on this next turn because I won't have the opportunity. That has a double effect. So now Dream Dimension is sparkling because its power is taking effect. I could play Medusa here, but remember, I don't want to play where I've just played Jessica Jones. It's if you don't play a card here next turn, plus 4 power. And it's doubled, so I want to leave that alone. I've got 5, I've got 3, I've got 3. I can't play both of those at the same time. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it where I am losing. I need to try to gain control of at least 2 of the 3. So he played, and he didn't gain control of any of these. Now I have control of all 3. I have to maintain at least 2, and this is my last turn. I've got a cost 5 card, but I don't have any cost 1 cards. So do I take this and place it somewhere? Do I take this and place it somewhere? And then I can do either this or this. I think I take this and place it here because I don't have a whole lot more points. This has already gotten its doubling effect. This will get a doubling effect. So my 2 energy investment is going to turn into 6 points, and then I can play somewhere else. He's supposed to play here if he wants to get the benefit of Hawkeye. And I've got a bigger lead here, so maybe I can try to keep that big lead by doing this. Yeah, we'll see. He could play things that totally ruin my opportunity, but it doesn't look like it because he's only played in that one spot to take advantage of Hawkeye. Yeah, so he wins this location by playing that high-powered card there, but I won 2 locations. I didn't win with just 1 card, so I still haven't completed that part of the mission. Sometimes it's hard to go for the mission, but that's okay because I have fun playing anyway. Now, I know that I have spent a lot of time on this game today and these tutorials are long. Part of that is because I talk a lot and I'm trying to explain things. Ooh, I got Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler. So it normally doesn't take this long. Also, we normally don't have quite so many missions. And in the beginning, we get a lot of missions so we can really learn how to play. On a daily basis, I probably spend about 30 minutes playing if I get the chance. All right, so let's see. We go to missions. We still need to win a location with 1 card and win 2 matches. We can work on that. But first, I'm going to go to deck 1. And I just got a new card, a card that I really like. I got Nightcrawler. I prefer Nightcrawler to, actually to Misty Knight and maybe even Hawkeye. Hawkeye makes me feel like I've got to play in the same location, and usually I don't want to. So I'm going to do this because Nightcrawler, for a cost of 1, I get 2 points, and I can move that later. So now my deck is all set. I have to make sure I'm still playing deck 1. We'll get points for making a new deck too. So I've got Quicksilver because I always start with Quicksilver when Quicksilver is in my deck, comes into my hand. Cards that cost 1 can't be played here. So what I'm going to do is take Nightcrawler and stick Nightcrawler way over here, hoping that if there's a Guardians of the Galaxy, it'll end up here and not get credit for playing where I've played Nightcrawler. And then I can move Nightcrawler even over to where cards can't be played. Because I won't be playing a card here, I will be moving a card here, and there is a difference. So I can take this and move it over here if I want. Even though cost 1 cards can't be played there, they can be moved there. However, Nightcrawler, I think, is best when we wait until we see where he can help us most at the end game. because we can only move him once. All right, so now I've got Monster Metropolis. The cards with the highest power here get +3 power. I'm going to play Sentinel here. Right now he's got 4 power. If he plays another card here, which he probably will, he might take over the power, but I might. Oh, so look at this. Sentinel has 6 power, and my Sentinel has 6 power, but because Hawkeye gets a +2 power, it turned his power into 3. That was a really good play on his part. Awesome. Now look at this. We've got Elysium, so cards cost 1 less. So I have 3 power, and I can't even use all of that. Now also, since this normally costs 2, but it now costs 1, I can't play it over here. So sometimes there's a bit of a disadvantage, but here's the funny thing. I can play it here, and I'm going to get that effect because it's going to be just as much as these. Now it might not end up being, somebody might play Hulk and then all of these extra points go away. But now because this doesn't cost 1 and it costs 0, I can play Quicksilver over here. Something that a lot of people don't think about. It's usually a cost 1 card, we normally can't play it there, but because of Elysium, it's now a cost 0 card. Oh, and Carson thought of that. And I think Carson may be a bot because it seems like I've opened a couple of different accounts for this game, and it seems like there's always a Carson here towards the beginning with this avatar. All right, so now I can do Iron Man or Abomination or Sentinel and Medusa. Now remember, Iron Man doubles the effect but doesn't get a +3 power because it has a power of 0. So I could do this, but it would take away both his extra power and mine. But I like it. It's a good place to play this. It really is. Although I've got Medusa that I could play here later. No, I'm going to go with this for now. And I'm going to probably want to play Iron Man on my next turn. But because everything is reduced, I could play Iron Man and something else, or I could play Hulk. Bishop. Never seen before. Cost 3, power 1. After you play a card, this gains 1 power. So this is good to play as quickly as possible because every other card that's played now on her side will give this card 1 power. So now Abomination took away the extra points for the highest card and gave it here. Now I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do this. I'm losing here, I'm losing here. I'm going to play over here because remember, I can move Nightcrawler. So if I want to just abandon this site in deference to getting a lot of points in these 2, so I can make sure I get 2 locations, I can do that. But I can't move Quicksilver. And look at this. My opponent has decided to really hype up this particular area. So I would probably have a really hard time getting the points over here. But now I can move this. So let's think about what I want to do. Medusa works really well here. I could get 4 points. That would give me 22. And then I would still have points over here. So I could do 28 points here. And then I could do this. And then I could even move this over. And I still have 1 power. I can throw a few things over here just because I can. There's no reason for me to have more cards in my hand. Sometimes there will be, but right now there isn't. I don't have any cards or locations that credit me for having a lot of cards in my hand. All right, so here we go. Now the one thing I didn't consider, oh, I love White Tiger. I'd never seen before. She costs 5. She only has 1 power, but on reveal, she adds a 7 power tiger to another location. So there, she just gave this section more power. I won 2 locations, but I barely won 2 locations. So, and if I had played over here and really hyped up this area, this person had already filled in all 4 spots, so I might have been able to take this over, but what I did won, so that's okay for me. All right, it doesn't look like I can, nope, bump that up. There was no floaty things there, but look at this. I get more stuff. Starting in iron, you can lose ranks. Oh, here's where we're going to do kind of our last tutorial, I think. So here we go. Here's iron. I'm going to collect this. I get 200 credits. Now, previously, I've only been rewarded for my efforts, but now I can start losing things. So I've got 11 rank here. Oh, this is important. Sometimes there's a hot location. Hello. So this is, get back over here. Hot location, Monster Island appears more often. Cards like Iron Man boost the monster, Monster Island. So it's going to add a 9-power monster here for each player. If I combine that with my Iron Man, it becomes 18. So that's a fun thing. If I see Monster Island, I'm more tempted to make sure that I'm playing with Iron Man in my deck. All right, let's see. Got my Quicksilver, always have my Quicksilver. Whoever loses will lose a cube. So I'm playing against Shocker. I am almost certain this is a bot. Here's Muir Island. Forgive me if I mispronounce things. You folks who are really into Marvel Universe can correct me. I do love to know the right thing. But in Muir Island, after each turn, give cards here 1 power. So it's really good to start piling cards here, but that also means that if my opponent has any Guardians cards, it could be dangerous. Now here's Squirrel Girl, which I find is really annoying. Squirrel Girl costs 1 and has 1 power, but on reveal she adds a 1-power squirrel to each other location. So she's now winning in these 2 locations. Here's Onslaught's Citadel. So we've had where our on reveal happens twice. This is where our ongoing effects are doubled. This is a really great place to play something like Iron Man. What I'm going to do is play Muir Island here. Even if this person doesn't put anything here, I want to start getting those extra turns. And that's nice. We didn't hit each other, so neither of us got that benefit. But what I did is I got more points. For every turn that goes by, these get an extra point, so I can play my low cards here and have them build up over time. Now, let's see. I've got Medusa, and I do like Medusa in the center, but this is Onslaught's Citadel. Here we've got Avengers Compound on turn 5. All cards must be played here, so I can't play Iron Man here on turn 5. I'm going to play Misty Knight and Medusa here. And then I'm going to leave Muir Island alone. So Groot is another one of those Guardians of the Galaxy cards. So if I had played here, Groot would have given an extra 3 points, I think. Oh no, just 2 power if your opponent played a card here this turn. Okay, I know I'm going to be playing a card here soon. I don't have Iron Man showing up yet. I think what I'm going to do, this is an ongoing card, and ongoing card effects are doubled here. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and remember, I can always move this if I want to, over to here, if I find it necessary. So he's playing something that doesn't have an ongoing effect. We have no ongoing effects, but I do. And look at this. Look at how many points I'm getting just because I started them here. Okay, so it says, the cubes you'll win or lose double after turn 6. So there's 1 cube in the beginning. If you think you'll lose, retreat. But you got this. And so where do I put things? Well, I have to put things here. I don't have anything that's 5 power, so I'm going to put my most expensive thing here because these don't carry over for me. All right. So now Shocker has played Sarah, so Shocker will have 1 less cost for all cards in his hand, which is handy for him. Unfortunately, I never got Iron Man on this, so that's why it's a combination of skill and luck. I can play one of these or the other. I am winning here, I am winning here. I'm going to play here where I'm losing, so that if he plays here to try to hold on to this and doesn't play at either spot, I don't know how I'm saying that. If he doesn't play at both of the other spots, then I win. If I take this and I play here, and maybe that's better, because I'm already winning here. He would have to play something really super duper here and hold on to this. But he's going to hold on to this if I don't win. I do like going where I'm losing in most cases. And he played here, so I'll hold this and I'll hold this. Except Spectrum can have an effect on others. Thankfully, I still won here. Phew, that was a close one. But I think I'm supposed to win when I play against Shocker. I think whatever I play, it'll be automatic. All right, we are really close to finishing up here, because the next one I think I'm going to be playing against is Death, and I think that's the one where I have to lose. And it's going to show me how it's important to retreat. So let's go to main. I won matches. I get to collect this. And because of that, let's see, complete daily missions, reach collection level of 12. I get a new mission here. I still have not won with only one card. That's hard to do sometimes. All right, so let's see. We are playing against Death. So there's no way I can win. I will lose. I will have really lousy things. She will have really awesome things. Oh, Subterranea, I hate. It shuffles 5 rocks into my deck, and my deck feeds my hand, and so I get these awful things. So it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to lose. She plays Ant-Man, I play Quicksilver. Right now I'm winning. Everything looks good, but look at this. I've got a 4 cost, a 4 cost, and my 1 costs are all rocks. So it's pretty awful. I'm just throwing them out of my hand. I don't have to. I could leave them in my hand, but I'm just trying to make more space. And again, it doesn't matter. I'm going to lose. Look at that. Mr. Sinister creates a clone. And so since his power is 2, he gets 2. Oh, we're at Sakar, so it takes a card from our hand. Oh, your opponent is confident they snapped. So this is why it's called Marvel Snap. Now, normally we're playing for 1 cube, and at the very end, we will play for 2 cubes. However, at any one point in time, an opponent who feels he can win might snap and double it. So the next turn, instead of at the end it being 2, the next turn would be 2, and I would lose 2 cubes. And remember, I'm guaranteed to lose this. There's no way I can win. So I'm going to retreat. Now, and you can retreat later, so you tie if the opponent also retreats, but I'm just going to retreat now. What was I going to say? I escaped, so I only lost 1 cube. Excellent choice, you only lost 1 cube instead of 2. Now, if I snap and my opponent snaps, that means the final turn is going to be multiplied, and it's going to be worth 8 cubes. All right, that is really it for the tutorial. That's all I have to share with you today. Although, if you guys like this, I might go ahead and make more for next weekend. Just let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't get enough response, if you have questions, I really enjoy this game and I will do my best to answer for you based on my experience. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.